Today's topic is a little different, but yet affects every single one of us. We're talking about money. More specifically, your relationship with money. Let's start with a question. When you think about money, what's the first emotion that comes up? Is it stress, anxiety, maybe excitement or guilt? Whatever it is, that emotional reaction says a lot. It's a visceral, inherent emotional attribute. It's shaped by how we grew up, what we see in the world around us, and the pressures we feel every day. Some of us were taught that money is something to be feared or hoarded. Others were taught to spend it as soon as we got it. Perhaps you never really learned anything at all. You just figured it out on your own. No matter where you started, it's never too late to reshape your mindset. Back in 2016, there was a study of a group of 50 people, from young adults to folks nearing retirement, who sat down to talk about money. And guess what? Almost all of them had fears tied to it. Debt, job security, retirement, making the wrong decisions, not knowing enough, being judged. You name it, they all felt it. And they're not alone. These fears are way more common than we think. Part of the reason is that society teaches us some pretty unrealistic and often unhealthy things about money. Social media shows us people with nice cars, big homes, and expensive vacations. It's easy to feel like we're behind or not doing enough. This fear of not measuring up can actually freeze us in place. We're so worried about making a mistake that we end up doing something a lot worse. Here's something else most of us don't even realize we're doing. We think too small when it comes to money. There's a term for this. It's called narrow framing. It means we focus too much on the little details and forget to look at the bigger picture. Here's an example. Let's say you're stressed about paying off a credit card bill that's $500. You decide to throw every extra dollar you have at it and totally ignore putting anything towards savings or retirement. Sure, it feels good in the moment to pay something off, but in the long run, you're leaving yourself unprotected and unprepared. Another common one, being afraid to invest because you're worried about losing money. You stick your cash in a savings account earning 0.01% interest and feel safe, but your money is actually losing value over time because of inflation. You need to zoom out and look at the full picture. Money decisions are like a puzzle. You can't fixate on one piece and ignore the rest. Once all the pieces come together, the full picture starts to come into view. People throw around the terms financial freedom and financial independence like they're the same thing. But at the core, they're actually very different. Financial independence means you don't rely on a job to cover your basic living expenses. Maybe you've got enough saved or invested, or you've got passive income streams that cover your bills. You're not working because you have to. You're working because you want to. Financial freedom, on the other hand, is more about peace of mind. It's knowing you're in control of your money, not the other way around. You might still be paying off debt or working a regular job, but you don't feel trapped or panicked by your financial situation. Both are great goals, but financial freedom starts with your mindset. It's not just about how much money you have, it's how you use it and how you feel about it. So how do we actually get to this mindset? Great question. Let's talk about some real-life steps we can take. 1. Tackle debt first. Debt, especially credit card debt, can be a major drag on your progress. Those high interest rates will eat away at your income month after month. Focus on knocking that out first. Use whatever strategy works best for you. Snowball method, avalanche method, balance transfers, just start somewhere. 2. Build an emergency fund. Life happens, flat tires, vet bills, surprise medical costs. Even if you only have $500 to $1,000 set aside, that can keep you from falling back into debt when crisis strikes. Eventually, aim for 3 to 6 months worth of routine expenses. 3. Start saving and investing. Once you're out of survival mode, it's time to build. Start small if you have to. Take $10 or $20 a week and put it into a high-yield savings account or a retirement account. The earlier you start, the better. Why? Compound interest. That's when your money earns money, and then that money earns money, and so on. Over time, it grows like crazy. The sooner you start, the less you have to contribute later. Even small, consistent steps can lead to major gains over time. Why numbers matter? Even if you hate math, you don't need to be a math wizard to be good with money, but you do need to understand a few basics. Knowing how interest works on debt and investments can save you thousands of dollars in the long run. Understanding the difference between a 4% return and a 12% return could mean the difference between retiring at 60 or working until you're 75. Being numerate means you know how to read a paycheck, budget properly, compare interest rates, and spot a bad deal when you see one. It's basic stuff, but it's foundational and gives you power. Can money buy happiness? This is a big one and a very subjective question. We've all heard that money doesn't buy happiness. But also, being broke sure doesn't help either. Here's the truth. Money can buy freedom, security, and time. And those things absolutely contribute to happiness. But beyond covering your basic needs and a few comforts, more money doesn't automatically make you happier. What does, however, is spending money on things that bring real value. Experiences, quality time, and personal growth. These are all things that carry deeper value and can generate true happiness. Buying stuff gives you a quick dopamine hit, but that fades fast. Investing in yourself, your relationships, and meaningful experiences, that's the real joy that sticks with you. So take a look at where your money is going. Are you using it in a way that actually adds to your life, or does it just fill space? This next point is likely the most important to understand for society to cultivate a long-lasting, healthy mindset with money. Teach the next generation. If you're a parent out there, talk to your kids about money. Not in a money is stressful kind of way, but in a real, honest, age-appropriate way. Let them see how budgeting works. Let them save for something they want. Let them screw up and buy something silly and regret it. It's all part of the learning process. Kids who grow up with a healthy understanding of money are way more prepared for adulthood. And trust me, they won't be getting these lessons in school. So when is enough money just that, enough? Last big point here, and this one is a game changer. We live in a world that constantly tells us to want more. More money, more stuff, more success, more everything. But what if you paused and asked yourself a question? What's enough for me? Enough doesn't mean settling. It means knowing what you actually need to feel safe, secure, and content. When you hit that point, you don't have to keep chasing or comparing yourself to others. Knowing what's enough helps you focus your spending, reduce stress, and live with more intention. You stop wasting money on things that don't matter and start building a life that actually makes you happy. So let's recap. Your relationship with money is emotional. Understand it, and you can change it. Fear holds a lot of us back, but it doesn't have to. Thinking small leads to small results. Look at the bigger picture. Financial freedom is a mindset. Financial independence is a goal. Both are worth aiming for. Get out of debt, save for emergencies, invest early, and know your numbers. Money can support happiness, but only if you use it wisely. Talk to your kids. They're watching and learning from you. And finally, figure out what's enough for you. That's where true contentment begins. You don't need to be rich to feel secure. You don't need to be perfect to make progress. You just need to start and be consistent. Stay humble, learn from your mistakes, and carry on. If this video helped shift your perspective or gave you something to think about, drop a like and share it with someone who might need it too. Be sure to subscribe for more practical, down-to-earth finance content like this video right here.